Hi there, everyone. Welcome to this update video. I just wanted to give you guys a short update letting you guys know what's going on. So as you may remember, in the most recent update video, I was like, oh, it makes sense to break up the work on a larger project so that I can release smaller projects. And as you can remember before that video, like the one right before it, I was talking about really wanting to focus on a bigger project. And so I was feeling kind of conflicted, as you probably could tell. And it occurred to me that I could instead focus on exclusively the production of the bigger project, but release the bigger project one route at a time, which is kind of the best of both worlds, and that sounds like a really good idea to me. Um, Not to mention, if I were to release visual novels that way, that would open a lot of opportunities for things that I could do in the future. Because some projects I have in mind are like quite big in scope and they would take forever to do in one chunk. So yeah, I'm gonna be doing that. And I also think if I'm going to be releasing one route at a time, first things first, don't be confused. The common route will be included with all of the routes. I'm not gonna release the common route on its own, and then that would be like prerequisite for all the other routes going forward. That would be silly. So instead, what I'm going to do is just do the common route and have it included as something that you can skip with all of the other routes. Another thing I want to say is that if I'm going to be releasing things like one route at a time, in a way, I feel like I can. This is like a great opportunity for me to both speed up with the quantity of releases and also slow down with increasing the length of a route. So before I was thinking that each of the girls would have a 50,000 word route. But if I'm going to be releasing each route separately, I might as well have them be longer. And I want to be more comfortable as well. Part of this is like an exercise for me, um, to get comfortable writing like longer form fiction. So I think it would be good for me to um, release in this project, Submerged Lights, that each girl would have a 90,000 word route. So that is what I am going to do. And I've already chosen the first girl that I'm going to be writing the route of, and it is Galena. You may remember from one of my previous videos that Galena is the second fairy that gets rescued. So she is the third love interest you get introduced to. First is Etheria, then Cephizru, the mermaid, and then Galena, the second fairy that you meet. So yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know what's going on. I'm looking forward to this because, as you could tell, I was kind of struggling trying to figure out what to do. Um, and I just feel like this is kind of a relief because I get to keep on working and focusing on a main project while at the same time releasing things, you know, more quickly. And at the same time, this isn't really what you would call an episodic release because each of the routes will be a complete thing in their own right. Like if you just pick up one of them, you'll have the common route and the full route from start to finish, and you won't feel like you will understand from the common route that there would be other love interests that you might also want to pursue. But as for the story of the love interest that you got, like it's all just finished. Um, which I think is much preferred over an episodic visual novel or release schedule where you get things like one chapter at a time, like first the introduction, then like little stepping stones throughout the story, and then you're like waiting on that ending. So I think this is preferable. Um, but yeah, this is a relief to me. So I have already started writing Galena's route, and she's such a little sweetie. And I also want to let you guys know that I'm just wanting to take my time with this. Like, instead of trying to use some sort of rigid schedule, I just am going to trust that it's going to work out so long as I put the work in, if you know what I mean. So, no real estimated time of release, but I assume it'll be done this year because let's be real, writing 90,000 words for me has proven to not take too much time. Although it may not get released this year because I'm going to be having to do all of the art assets and such for the common route as well. But even if this doesn't get released this year, this will just be easier going forward. Like the next release will be faster coming because I'll have all of the previously done art assets and music assets that were needed in the production of the common route and Galena's route. So it's just, I don't know, it's kind of nice because, like, I would be doing all of this work anyway, only it would be cut shorter because I was thinking before of just having 50,000 word routes, and I'd be getting like no input and no experience on actually like releasing things, no potential reviews, and I don't know. I just think that this is kind of just what the doctor ordered. So that's all I really have to say for this video. Uh, I guess I will be working on. Again, no real rigid schedule here. I'm just going to do my best and try to make use of the days well. Um, but in the next update video, I'll be showing you guys some artwork. Um, at least that's my plan. So thank you, and thank you for listening, and take care, you guys.